What's going on, my Century Units? It's the Sentiment here. So this is my predictions for AEW's Double or Nothing 2023. So we got 10 matches in the card. So we're trying to keep it short and simple. So the first match to predict, this is an open challenge for the AEW World's Trios Championship. The House of Black, Makalai Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews with Julia Hart in their corner, defending the belt against the mysterious opponent. I am not going to talk about the mysterious opponent, so this is likely the House of Black will probably retain the championships on the show. So anyway, let's move on to the next match. So the next match, this is a Blackjack Battle Royal, and this is for the AEW International Championship. So who's in the Battle Royal? We got the AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy, Absolute Ricky Starks, The Butcher and the Blade. I'm gonna butcher this dude's name. Bandito, Kamada, Lee, Moriarty, Big Bill. You know, that's William or Bill Morrissey, the former Big Cass in WWE. Ira Davari. So you got members of the firm in this battle royal. Tony Nese, Chuck Taylor, and Trent Beretta of the Best Friends. Actually, we got all three members of the Best Friends. You know, Orange Cassidy's the champion, Trent Beretta, and Chuck Taylor. Anyway, Kip Saban, Ray Phoenix, and Penta El Zero. We got the Lucha Brothers in this battle royal. Mado, Swift Strickland, The Machine, Brian Cage, Jay White, Juice Robinson, the former, what's his name? CJ Parker. That was in NXT almost 10 years ago. Yeah. Juice Robinson, Keith Lee, and Dustin Rhodes. I'm going to go with Orange Cassidy retaining the International Championship on the show. So, moving on to the next match. So, the next match, this is for the AEW TBS Championship. Jade Cargill defending the belt against Taya Valkyrie. This is, wow, tricky. Don't get me wrong, I like Jade Cargill. You know, I think she's very marketable, because she's good looking, you know, she's got the muscles, you know. I think this TBS Championship is a prop for Jade. I think at this moment in time, I think her time as the TBS champion is at an end. I want to see Jade winning the AEW Women's Championship in the future. I think she's a good worker. I'm not saying, yeah, I see some of Jade's matches, you know. Yeah, she's not really like, oh, she's got the same move set like Trish Stratus or Lita or Alundra Blaze or any type of wrestler you think of. But besides that, I think she's a good worker. She, you know, busts her ass, pays her dues to get what she are. Yeah, even though, like, you know, they gift her on a silver platter. I know I'm contradicting myself, but it's just what it is. But I think it's really for here's my thought. You know, I say my fuck, but it's my thought. My thought is that like, I think. My heart says Taya Valkyrie, but my gut feeling, I think Jade is going to squeak this victory and retain her TBS Championship on the show. So, but I like Taya Valkyrie. I think she's a good worker, you know, as well. Like, it's funny, like with Taya Valkyrie, you know, like, yeah, she had a cup of coffee run in WWE as Frankie Monet, and you know, even though, you know, if you know her background, she is I think her record in TNA / Impact Wrestling, you know, right now it's Impact Wrestling, you know, she was the longest reigning Knockouts champion of all time, and also she was, you know, the Knockouts tag team champions with Rosemary and Jessica Havoc. But I could see this rivalry probably going down to probably continuing, but I think on this show, like, I could see Jade, like I said, gonna squeak a victory and retain the TBS Championship. So moving on to the next match. This is for the seal pick. Yeah, this is a six-man tag team match. We got the Hardy. Was it got the Hardy Club or something? It's called. No, we got the Hardys and Hook. Hook is the son of Taz, taking on Ethan Page and the Guns. The Guns are the sons of Billy Gunn, Austin, and Colton Gunn. They should have really ended that rivalry when they did that deletion match. I think it was on Dynamite or Rampage. Why are they doing this? I think this is basically the blow off. I'm gonna go with the Hardys getting the victory. Yeah, and also Hook getting the victory as well. Um, I think even Page is Page part of the firm. I think he is. I'm not a big fan of Ethan Page. Here's the problem with Page. I don't really get the hype about him. No, just he might be a good worker, but for me personally, I don't know, man. It's very funny, like with his former North tag team partner Josh Alexander. He was a former Impact Wrestling World Champion, the longest reigning Impact Wrestling World Champion of all time. He's injured, but I don't know with Ethan Page. I think he's like I don't know. I think he's more like this is the Rocker syndrome. Like Josh Alexander is the Shawn Michaels, and Ethan Page is the Marty Jannetty. I'm trying to keep it short and simple. Focus on other matches on the show. But anyway, I don't see Ethan Page and the Guns getting the victory on the show. And by the way, if the Hardys and Hurt wins, Matt Hardy will own Ethan Page's contract. So just end the rivalry. I forgot to mention this is on the pre-show. I didn't really realize that, but I glad they had one match on the pre-show. They need to stop doing these like filling the matches on the cards. Doing like a 12, 13 matches. That's overkilling. Just if it's a one match or two matches, that's fine. But like 13 matches, really, really. Really, but anyway, I forgot to mention that, yeah, there was a P on the Wikipedia page. So moving on to the other matches on the show. Well, then we got so I did the six-man tag team match, the Blackjack Battle Royal, the Open Challenge for the World Trios Championship, the TBS Championship match, and also the Battle Royals, also for the International Championship. So, we got, I think I did four matches. So anyway, so let's move on to the next match. This is for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. FTR, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler defending the belts against Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal with Karen Jarrett, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Sim. I'm not a big fan of this group. Jeff Jarrett, man, I don't want to see Jeff Jarrett on my TV anymore. I think he's only there for the paycheck. He's earning last big earn. Karen Jarrett, no. I don't know, man. So I can see him holding the belts. I'm not a big fan of this group, man. Satnam Sin is basically Great Khali 2.0. Sanjay Dutt's I know he's a manager at this moment in time. He's not a wrestler, but I don't know. I'm not buying into this whole thing. I think they're kind of past their best, both Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, man. I think they need to step aside, man. Even though FTR, I think they're in their 30s. I think they're both in their they're both in their mid 30s. I think Jay Lethal's 38. Jeff Jarrett's in his mid 50s, man. But besides that, man, I think I can see some shenanigans with the this group with Sanjay and Satnam and Karen Jarrett. I'm not a big fan of Karen Jarrett, man. I call her the Z-Tech Stephanie. She's not Karen's not Stephanie McMahon. She's not Stephanie, man. But I don't want to see Jeff Jarrett on my fucking on my TV, man. You done most as a pro wrestler. You made a lot of money. Just retire, man. You're in the Hall of Fame. What more? 2 times Hall of Fame, because he was in the TNA Hall of Fame, the WWE Hall of Fame. Just retire, man. So that's just me. But let's move on to the next match. This is for the this is a ladders match for the AEW TNT Championship. Wardlow defending the belt against Christian Cage. This is Christian Cage's first ladder match for almost 10. I think it was no, it wasn't 10 years. Think. No, it was 11. No, yeah, it's 10 years. I think he was in that Money in the Bank ladder match in 2013. Yeah, it was. I think I was right. Yeah, this was Christian's first ladder match for almost 10 years. Um, yeah. So I don't see Christian winning. At this moment in time, the TNT Championship is. I think it's dead at this moment in time. It's dead. The late 2022 going into 2023, the title's been hot potatoing. I'm sick of it. Like in 2022, I feel like throughout the whole of 2022, actually, like Sammy won it. That Sammy Guevara won it. Then it was Scorpio Sky, then Sammy Guevara, Scorpio Sky, Wardlow, Samoa Joe, Darby Allin, Samoa Joe, Wardlow, Powerhouse Hobbs, and now Wardlow again. I want to see Wardlow retaining it, man. If Christian wins it, it's a bit of a mixed reaction. But yeah, it's good to see Christian. I think the last time Christian won a single title as a professional wrestler was the Intercontinental Championship in 2012. About 11 years. This is before he retired for 7 years due to that concussion. But at the same time, if he does that, the title is care less. But for the time being, I want Wardlow winning it. But it's very fucking sad. It's very sad for Wardlow because the year prior he was, he broke away from the shadow of MGF, squashing MGF, and then 1 year later, he's an afterthought. Yeah, he was the TNT champion, but he's not really. It's kind of hindering Wardlow at this moment in time. Wardlow should be in that, going for being that world title picture. There's a potential for Wardlow. People say he's. Yeah, you can compare him as Batista. He's way better than fucking Parker Boudreaux. He's like, he's a poor man's Brock Lesnar. But at the same, Wardlow is way better than Parker Boudreaux. Anyway, so yeah, I go with Wardlow retaining the TNT title on the show because, like I said, if Christian wins, the title will care less. So. Oh yeah. So the next match, this is for the AEW Women's Championship. Jamie Hayter defending the belt against Toni Storm. I think this is a rematch from Full Gear when Jamie Hayter defeats Toni for the belt because at the time Toni Storm was the interim women's champion. That was all bullshit. I'm glad two members of the Outcasts bringing up the interim champion. In that promo, I think it was a month ago. Toni Storm says. Just the interim, not the real champion. Yeah, that's all bullshit, man. I don't want to get into that, but anyway, I can see members of Outcast, Saraya and Ruby get involved, and you got Britt and Hikaru Shida. I don't know Rebel. I don't know if Rebel's still in the company. I don't know. I heard rumors she injured her knee. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, but my gut feeling, this is leading up to Saraya, Jamie Hayter at All in August, the Battle of the South, because Jamie Hayter, and Saraya are from the south of England, because I think Jamie's from Southampton, Saraya's from Norwich, that is going in that direction, but that's in July, no, that's in August, so far we're in May, this is in August, so it's about 3 months. I don't know, man. I think it's this is going that direction now. I thought it's gonna lead up to into the whole, Jamie Hayter Britt Baker rivalry. I think that's gonna go down into I feel that could be in the potential future, but not right now. But so far, the women's championship is in the sidelines. This is more between Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and the 3 members of the Outcast, But I don't see Toni winning on the show. I could see Jamie retaining it, and they could set up the Saraya Jamie Hayter match for the belt at All In, and Saraya will probably win her first title for almost 9 years. That's really my future prediction. Depending if they're going in that direction. So let's move on to the next match. This is an unsanctioned match. We got Adam Cole taking on the leader of the Jericho Appreciation Society. With Sabu as a special guest referee or enforcer. I'm gonna go with Adam Cole winning it, baby. I forgot to do Adam Cole, baby. By the way, I don't want to see Jericho. I think Jericho's time in AEW is nearly at an end, it's drawing a close. Notice, I like Jericho. Don't get me wrong, but I think if I was Tony Khan, I don't want to see Jericho leaving completely. I want to see Jericho appearing in occasionally. So I wish them to say, hey, thanks for the service, Chris. You done well. Because he was he kind of carried to the company for the last 4 years. You became the first AEW World Champion. It's time to focus on younger talent. Anyway, so it's funny, you only got Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly because at this moment in time, I don't. Oh no, is it Kyle O'Reilly? I think he had Roderick Strong. I can't remember. I heard Bobby Fish is no longer with the company. It's a shame we never got all members of the Undisputed Era. It's a shame, it's a shame. I really like the Undisputed Era. I know they can't really call it Undisputed Era. That's WWE. They'll probably call it the. It'd be good if they call it the Undisputed Elite. The one match I wish we had is the Elite versus the Undisputed Era. That would be good, but unfortunately, that's never going to happen because Bobby Fish left the company. So yeah, I go with Adam Cole getting the victory. So moving on to the next match. So the next match, this is a Anarchy Arenas match. We got the Elite. That's Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and Adam Hangman Page taking on members of the Blackpool Combat Club. We got Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. Did I say Wheeler Yuta? I said Wheeler Yuta. My apologies. Anyway, so difficult. This is very difficult. Because I think the Blackpool Combat Club won the last Anarchy Arenas match last year against the Jericho Appreciation Society. Very difficult. Very difficult. I don't really care who's gonna win because, who did it more? There's rumors Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks are going to leave, but I think they're gonna sign on. Kenny Omega's going to WWE. Nah, too little, too late. Should have gone. He should have gone around the mid 2000s ish. But nah, to be really fair, I don't think he fit WWE pretty damn well. I don't think he fit. Didn't really fit. It didn't really fit in that PG environment. If it was 2000, if it was in the Ruthless Aggression era, maybe. But nah, I think it's too little, too late. But yeah, my mind says my heart says the Elite, but my mind's gonna go for the BBC or the or the BCC. Sorry, I can't call them the BBC, but it's actually the BCC. But I'm going to go with the Blackpool Combat Club getting the victory. So moving on to the final match of this prediction video. This is a 4 pillars match for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. MJF defending the belt against Sammy Guevara. I think he's part of the Jericho Appreciation Society group. Darby Allin and Jungle Boy Jack Perry. This is MJF written all over it, man. I like MJF. There's rumors he's going to leave anytime soon. I think he's got 1 more year left. But I like MJF. I think he's a really good worker. Even though I think that stuff with the kid, throwing water at the kid, that is I don't know if that was a plant or I think that's just MJF being the dick, I think sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I think MJF's his fame's get into his head a bit. I like MJF, but I think he's got a massive ego. It's just what it is. But I don't. I could see him retaining the belt on the show. I thought like Brian Danielson. My apologies. Thought he's gonna win the title at Revolution in March, but unfortunately that's not the case. But I could see him retaining the belt on the show. I think he's gonna drop the belts probably not at Forbidden Door, probably at All In or All Out, depending who is the challenger. Don't know. Like in this full pillars match, so Sammy Guevara, no, I think he's been booked shit. I think ever since he dropped the TNT title, I think he's went downhill. Darby Allen, maybe potential one day. Jungle Boy Jack Perry, same potential one day, but they're too soon. Even though I think they're young, like all three guys in this match. NGF, he's 27. Sammy Guevara is the oldest, who's soon to be 30. Darby Allen is also 30 years of age. So actually, Darby is the oldest. Sammy's the second oldest. The youngest is Jungle Boy Jack Perry, who's 25, and MGF is the second youngest at 27. And it's funny, like Sammy Guevara and I think it was Jungle Boy are married because Sammy's married to Ty Mello, former Ty Conte, and Jungle Boy is married to Anna Jay. It's funny, like Sammy Guevara and Anna Jay is part of the Jericho and also Ty Mello is also part of the same group, the Jericho Appreciate Society. But I don't see them see Sammy, Darby, and Jungle Boy Jack not gonna leave Las Vegas as the AEW World Champion. I can see MGF leaving Las Vegas as still the reigning defending AEW World Champion. I wish MGF get like a one-on-one match, I get stacking the odds, the four pillars, I don't really consider like Sammy as a pillar or Darby Allin and Jungle Boy Jack Perry. That's debatable, but like if you get, I don't know, like so far my Mount Rushmore, I might do a future video on it in the foreseeable future. I say Jericho, Cody, John Moxley, and you can say NGF. He's been there from the beginning, but Darby Allin, don't know. But that's in for the future. So I think that is it. So yeah, I predict 10 matches on the show. So what's your predictions for AEW Double or Nothing 2023? My apologies. So what's your thoughts in the comment section below? Leave the thoughts on the comment section below. And smash the like, click the bell, subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube, be part of the Central Unit for more wrestling videos and more. And this is the Central Man officially signing out.